Welcome, everybody, to the Week 5 preview for fantasy football. We're back. This is a special guest list episode. We're sorry, but I know you guys missed us.
Special guest bailed.
Yeah.
We have some good ones lined up, though.
Yeah. Well, they didn't bail. They were just overly excited and couldn't handle the emotion. And so now it's just us four, the OG hosts. And so we're here to preview the Thursday night game and all Sunday night games, the London game.
Yes, sir.
Sunday morning game.
Jets, and the Monday night game. So we will start with the big one.
We will start with tonight, as of the recording, it's
Big
Thursday.
game. Big game.
Rams and Seahawks.
Huge game.
Huge.
So some news coming out of the Seahawks backfield. Chris Carson is out.
Grab Alex.
50-50. He's 50-50.
Okay.
So
So that's
game time
that's
decision.
news to me.
Grab Alex Collins because if Chris Carson's out, that's a free 15 points. Free is 15 points. Alex Collins
In my
has been stealing
opinion,
work from Chris Carson already.
Personally, I think it's more like 8 points.
No, it's not. Alex Collins has been stealing work from Chris Carson already. Like, this was a trend that was happening, and now that Chris Carson's out, if anything, actually pick him up no matter what, because Alex Collins, if Chris Carson's out and Alex Collins asserts himself, he could be the RB1. They don't like Chris Carson.
All right, let's just brush over the starters on the Rams.
Cooper Cup.
Stafford.
Had a bit of an off week.
Well, and Woods is
Flexible.
not quite there.
Nah,
He's
it's
not quite
not
there.
looking good for Woods.
He got bailed
Not
out by a
looking good for Woods.
touchdown in the last
Yeah.
couple minutes of that
Yeah.
blowout loss against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
So
No, it's true.
I'm the
I don't say
only
it.
one
I'll
who
say
personally believes that a bailout touchdown is still the point, if that's all that matters.
Yes, you are the only one.
Inexperienced fantasy football player right there.
I'm more experienced.
Alright.
Wait, what about
I've been famous.
what do you think of picking up Van Jefferson? He's had a few big weeks
Good.
off the waivers. Van.
I mean, yeah. I think he's. If you're in like a 14-team league, definitely. 12-team
what about
league? Like,
what about his brother SUV? All right,
Who's
no one
that?
got the-
Who's
no one
that?
got the joke
Van.
because his first
Van.
name's Van.
Oh.
Thank you, everyone. Don't laugh too hard.
We need to add a laughing track.
Wait,
moving
what
on.
about the
That's
Rams? Definitely keep the Rams defense. I don't know about starting them this week if you have them.
Yeah, Darrell Henderson is a bona fide workhorse now.
Yeah.
Great running back.
and Henderson, yeah.
Henderson.
And then Metcalf and Lockett are still starts.
Yep.
Metcalf and Lockett
And
are stars.
Both quarterbacks are starts, obviously.
Wilson's obviously
All right, moving on. Jets, Falcons.
Oh, boy. I don't know why.
Don't- wait,
Powerhouse
do you
players
mean-
in this one.
If their goal is to like spread football to England, like why are they giving them the two worst teams in the league?
And who announced that they were not playing or whatever?
Oh, Russell
Calvin
Gage
Ridley.
and Calvin Ridley are both hurt. So,
Oh no.
big target on the waiver wires. Zacchaeus, we think is his name.
It's hard to pronounce. It's hard to
So,
pronounce.
yeah.
We're sending our best to London.
I wouldn't play him, but Michael Carter is absolutely a pickup. If
Oh
he's
yeah.
available.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's
Agreed.
getting
He's
more and
good.
more work. The Jets offense.
They're working him. They're working him in.
Honestly,
They're working him
also-
in.
if anything, this is the week to play him.
Yeah.
The Falcons are
Also,
terrible.
by the way, the Jets offense is coming off a steaming hot game.
Zach Wilson looking like rookie of the year candidate. I mean,
Literally.
Corey Davis
That man
is
is
a
a
star.
playmaker.
Corey Davis is a star in my opinion. Atlanta's secondary is awful.
I think Michael Carter's start. Hot take. I think you play Michael Carter this week if you have him.
I think you
Yeah.
play Corey
All right,
Davis.
and on the other side, Cordell Patterson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guy has to
Start.
cool down a
He's
little.
a start. He's a start though.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
don't-
regress,
He's
but-
gonna regress, but I don't think he's gonna like. I don't think he's a trade high candidate. 'Cause,
And
like,
then
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
people realize he's touchdown dependent, but I feel like he's not. He's gonna keep it up.
if
Well,
you want a
yeah.
running back that scores 10 points,
Mike
Davis
that was
has-
a shade.
Mike Davis has yet to
Nah,
not score.
Did
10
you see
points,
last
so-
week? That was a
No, yeah,
shade.
it
But
was a
before you start him, just know that he rushed 13 times for 14 yards last
Which
year.
and he got bailed on a touchdown. It was a nice play, but
Yes.
it's one touchdown.
So
reception.
I would stay away from Davis if you
yeah,
can.
I'm trading Davis away as we speak.
All right, moving on to the Patriots and the Texans.
Both
Uh,
bad teams, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Patriots are okay. Mac
They're
Jones
1
is
and
looking
3.
like prime Tom Brady right
No,
now.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
right.
not great.
Um,
Patriots offense is just
I don't think Damian Harris is a start anymore, right?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
They give him like no work.
I don't think there's a start on the Patriots.
Jacoby Myers. It's like 12
Yeah.
targets a game.
Okay, yeah. Myers is good.
Myers is 100% a start.
And then they're
Uh,
and then on
Dylan
the
is
Texans-
adding
like,
girls on
Cooks,
Snapchat.
maybe. Is Cook still healthy?
Well, so here's the problem.
Me.
The problem with Cooks is that his quarterback was like 1 for 7 with 3 picks last week.
Yeah.
I think worse. I think.
Wait, is it still that Stanford guy?
But seriously, that is
it?
if Patriots
Who is it? Or did they
if
change it?
Patriots defense is
They
available,
changed it, Joe?
they have 30-point potential this
Oh,
week.
yeah, 100%.
Patriots D is
They're
the
gonna.
start.
They're probably the number
Oh,
one
and
defense going this week.
yeah, okay, that's it.
All right, here we go. Lions Vikings. Oh,
So there's a lot of problems with Cook is like running on a literal broken ankle. Like the fact that he played last week is mystifying
Madison's
because he
a-
was not healthy.
Madison's a great guy to have on your bench.
Yeah.
When Cook's down, as he showed 2 weeks ago, he's gonna have a monster.
And
week.
obviously he's playing through injury, which only leads to bigger injuries.
Yes.
I imagine.
And Cook is-
I imagine we might be seeing these injury problems all year.
Oh, and also,
Madison's
so
the
what?
guy to hang on to.
What do we make of Conklin after we expected him to have a big game?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
picked
it
him
was
up,
a
I
really
dropped him.
low-scoring game
I don't
against
know,
the
I think-
Browns.
I
They
don't
scored
know. I
7
don't think he has a
points.
ton of volume in that
Yeah,
offense.
you got Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, JJ.
So
yeah,
he had a monster game, didn't he?
he had a
Or
good
just
game.
And
a
Thielen's
solid-
He had a
always,
solid game.
Thielen's always there. So
Yeah,
I think he's not droppable yet, but he's definitely not playable.
who?
Conklin.
Oh,
Yeah.
Conklin's definitely
Yeah.
droppable.
no, you can keep him on.
There's
I
better
hope-
tight ends in the
I
waivers. Like
hope-
Dalton Schultz, Knox from the Bills, all players that could be available in waivers that you would want to drop.
Lions, Swift.
Well,
Hawkinson
last
is-
week,
Swift had a tough week. the Lions
Williams
had a tough
Williams out carried him by like 8 last week.
Yeah, well, that's not. He's not gonna get. He's gonna get out carried, but receiving wise,
Signature
he's gonna get the receptions in the PPR league. That's good.
Yeah,
So,
Swift as a receiving back is good, and then Hawkinson
But
is still a star.
yeah. All right. Teams are figuring out Hawkinson a little bit. All right. Moving on to the Eagles and Panthers.
Eagles, Sanders is still a start in my opinion.
I agree. I think Gainwell put on your bench. I'm not comfortable starting him yet
And then Jalen Hurts,
Yeah.
you're still starting.
because of his running potential.
And then what? So Devontae Smith had a big week last week. So if you need him as a flex,
I think
you
he's
can
just
probably
fine. I
play.
think he's just flex.
But he's risky because he's had
Yeah.
2 horrible weeks.
Yeah. That's like what you're gonna get out of a rookie wide receiver.
Wasn't Rieger injured last week?
Maybe.
So I think
Yeah,
he's
that sounds
coming
right.
back.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That could take out some of Smith's value.
He's an iffy start.
And then on the other side, we got a lot of guys on the Panthers. You have
Yeah.
DJ Moore, who's
Oh,
becoming a
been
star.
so good.
finally
Yeah.
Becoming
breaking
a
out.
star. And
Yeah.
big news, McCaffrey is feeling good. He
Yeah.
wants to play.
Yeah.
So he
No
might
more
And
be
he
back.
looks really good in practice, which
Sammy-
isn't great because I'm
Sammy
playing him.
D is the 5th
Oh, yeah.
overall quarterback.
Sam Darnold is
Pick him
really
up.
good.
I just picked him up. He could be
Sam Darnold is a
could be
starter.
the future.
No, he's
Could
a
be the
starter.
future.
All right, here we go. Saints, Washington.
2 more bad teams in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Well,
Not good fantasy team.
Heineke's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Loki, the
actually.
Washington
Heineke,
offense
yeah.
is like a lot better than people expected.
Yeah.
Just their defense is
Obviously
awful.
start McLaurin. Obviously start Gibson.
And then on the Saints,
Is Kamara healthy
Kamara.
right now? He's healthy.
Is he healthy? If Kamara's healthy, you start him, but that's it on the Saints.
Yeah, man, that Saints offense is not friendly for fantasy.
Yeah.
All right, the big urban game, the Jaguars and
Oh
Titans.
boy, did you see what they called in the break today?
What?
They're like
Grind.
1, 2, 3, grind.
All right, Urban Meyer, some off-field
completely
shenanigans.
lost
Do
his
the
team.
off-field shenanigans offset his players,
Yeah, definitely. He's lost his.
Or
team. His
do
team
they-
does not care about him at all.
or do they motivate his players? Like, yeah, coach, I see you.
coach. No, I think that
All right.
Jaguars team has lost its
Yeah.
way.
Could this be Urban's last game?
I think so.
Probably. Well, if they lose, definitely.
And is Marvin Jones had a bad week last week, but he's still a flex, I think.
I agree.
James Robinson's playing like amazing. right
Yeah.
now. He's done really well.
Yeah.
And then on the
Titans,
Titans, AJ Brown's
yeah.
back,
Who is?
and
He's
so
been struggling.
All right,
you
what-
start him, but
Thoughts on Julio?
you start him, but you start to
Is
get a
Julio
little
hurt?
nervous.
He's looking like he's healthy. He was hurt last week.
I think they're both starts, Julio and
yeah,
AJ Brown.
Julio's had one good week, one bad week, then he was injured. I don't know.
This might be a hot take, but right now I would actually trade for AJ Brown. You can get him for really low. A
Maybe,
lot
yeah.
of owners are down on him.
He's talented,
He
so-
hasn't had a great week yet, and he's really talented. And you could start to see his numbers.
Good advice. I agree with that advice. And then Derrick Henry,
Henry's just,
obviously.
oh my.
the number one running back through 4 weeks. So
He's just done.
Yeah.
the king remains king.
That guy's just unfair. He's like 32 carries.
And we got the Dolphins and the Buccaneers.
Bro, did you see what happened with Gaskin?
No.
They benched him for the entire game because he missed like a few blocks. He scored
Wow.
0.4 fantasy points.
So not good for Gaskin.
Not good for
I don't know who their backup
Like
is.
that Brown. His last name's
Malcolm
Oh,
Brown.
Malcolm Brown is actually pretty good.
He's East. I don't know if he's a starter.
Don't play.
Skill wise, he's
Don't
solid.
play
Don't
anyone in the
play.
backfield.
Maybe
Oh, I
pick
think-
him up, but don't play.
Gesicki and Waddle have both been good these
And-
past few weeks.
Waddle's been
And
really
Parker.
Yeah, Devontae Parker, he did have 17.
Every year I feel like Parker's
Yeah,
he's
he's just-
fantasy conversation.
I actually think I think you can start Gesicki at tight end and you can flex Waddle and Devontae Parker.
I feel that.
And then on the other,
Bucks,
the Bucks, you have the Gronk is
Gronk's
out.
out. Gronk's out.
doubtful.
So you have Evans and Godwin as definite starts.
And Evans
If you
played
need
pretty
a
well
tight
recently.
end, Brady might get a touchdown.
And Leonard Fournette.
Brady
I like
loves-
Leonard Fournette.
Brady
yeah.
loves
I-
targeting tight ends.
I like Leonard Fournette a lot.
Fournette had a good week, I think, last week. Right?
Yeah. And yeah, they'll get up big on the Dolphins, beat Fournette. Like,
Yeah.
I like Fournette a lot
Yeah.
this week, starting. And he's involved in the passing game.
All right, here we go. The Packers and the Bengals.
Ooh.
A lot of news
Weird,
coming
yeah.
out. Some news.
I don't
coming
know
out.
why I would bet.
T. Higgins is questionable.
What's the
He'll
news?
probably
Joe
play.
Mixon.
Is he hurt?
Oh, he's injured.
Well, yeah.
So P. Ryan's getting
Oh,
a
yeah, of
start.
course. Obviously. P.
Yeah,
Ryan,
P. Ryan.
hot take.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans is who you want in that backfield, not old, slow
Hail to the
P. Ryan.
Chris Evans.
Hail
Chris
to the
Evans.
P. Ryan.
Hail to-
No, not hail to the P.
Hail to
Ryan.
Chris
Hail to
Evans.
Chris Evans.
Um,
The Michigan legend.
And then on the other side, the Packers.
Packers.
You have Devontae Adams, obviously.
Oh, my.
You have Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones, inconsistent,
still,
but
still.
you start him.
And then you have
Who can win
Rodgers,
you weeks?
obviously. And then-
Tanya, how's he been doing? I haven't checked tonight.
The problem is that like if you don't have a good tight end, every tight end is like,
yeah, that's
Our
facts.
guest
There's
star
like
from
50
last
tight ends
year,
there.
Noah, best fantasy member we've ever seen. He actually,
right, that's
Oh wait.
he dropped Tanya. in this
Oh,
week,
also,
so-
we want a brief pause to apologize for a video being uploaded and then taken down by
Oh, yeah.
HQ at YouTube.
They're on to us.
Yeah. If you're listening, YouTube, if you're listening to this, we didn't do it.
You gotta do that thumbnail. YouTube took that out. They-
Yeah, YouTube took down our video.
And also, it was not misinformation.
Yeah.
Noah really is.
For
the-
context, we said starring fantasy podcast starring what was it, the greatest fantasy
Genius.
football player of all
super
time.
genius.
Super
And YouTube said that was misleading, but
But
It is not.
But
This guy-
he's a five-time championship.
YouTube, show me your
five-time
five-time
champion in a really, really competitive league.
Yeah.
Beat that YouTube.
But we still like you. Don't take down this one.
I'll take this.
And for the last of the 1 o'clock games, you got the Broncos and Steelers. Ooh.
God, that's an unwatchable
Terrible
game.
game.
Terrible game.
The Broncos.
Offensively.
The Broncos are 3-1.
Yeah, but the Broncos suck.
And
And
so who are the
Ridge
starts?
Rodgers injured, by the way.
Okay.
So I don't think a
Wow.
single. I don't think a single pass catcher on the Broncos is startable besides Fant. Fant's the only startable
And
pass
then
catcher.
Melvin
Barely
Gordon.
fan.
Remember last
Barely
year when
fan,
remember
but
last year when they had a wide receiver play quarterback?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's looking like that. I mean, Drew Lock's barely an upgrade from a wide receiver, for being honest.
Well, yeah, it's Melvin Gordon.
Jonah loves Drew Lock for some reason.
He's really good.
Because he rapped
He's
that one.
awful.
Okay,
He's
wait,
a
Joe-
horrible quarterback.
What were you saying?
Who was
Joe?
that rookie? It's Melvin
Javonte
Gordon
Williams.
and Javonte
Yeah,
Williams.
Javonte Williams.
They
is
both
getting-
put up like 10.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't.
kinda
I don't
scary.
like that backfield at all.
Although,
Especially if
Melvin
they're down
Gordon
this
is
week.
startable. Melvin Gordon
Yeah.
is
He's start yeah.
Somewhat.
If you need him as an
Somewhat.
RB2.
One of these weeks, I feel like he's gonna fall off the cliff though.
And then on the Steelers, literally it's
Najee.
Deontay Johnson and Najee.
Najee's insane.
Yeah.
I've
Juju
never-
gets like
I
10
don't know if I've ever seen a running back get 20 targets before. For the record,
Yeah.
Najee got 20 targets.
That's
2 weeks ago.
insane.
Absolutely
Just
insane.
it mainly proves how awful Big
The
Ben
Steelers
is,
the
but-
Steelers offense is so bad.
Yeah, because of Big Ben.
Yeah.
Ben
Big Ben is
he's
the
just-
lumbering
Oh my god.
assaulter.
See that one screenplay when he was rolling out and he just fell over.
It's
And then it's
unclear.
as mobile as a tree.
No, it's actually unclear if he can run 10
No,
yards.
it's ridiculous. Like Mike Tomlin, that whole organization is just so stupid for sticking with him. They're putting a blemish on his career. Like they need to kick him out.
Well, what are they going to do? Play Mason Rudolph? He doesn't, doesn't
mean-
have parts of his brain.
Brain.
That's
All
kind of that was a bit Dylan. That's like a similar, like action, like a similar fight to my fight.
Yeah, it was. For the record, Will.
No.
Hey, no.
All right. To
None of
start,
our hosts are violent.
To start our 4 o'clock games, we have the Bears and the Raiders. Bears coming off a win against the Lions.
Yeah.
God.
So the only start on the Bears is Montgomery.
And really, odd take from a fantasy expert because Montgomery's injured and Damian Williams is the only clear start on the Bears.
And Damian Williams has been the number 1 pickup for the entire week.
Damian Williams is a huge start. He's a pretty solid running back. He's going to get all the touches. He's going to get a bunch of passing game
Do
work.
you want to just destroy our reputation? Is that
Yeah,
what
is that
you're-
your
Well,
goal?
actually, sorry. When we were doing our pre-podcast talk, Will told me that Montgomery was playing. So.
That's just a blatant lie. Damian Williams is very startable. I like him as a
And,
flex.
but
number
Allen
2.
Robinson is not.
No, okay. I mean,
No receiver.
It's just sad to see.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's so sad to see.
sad to see because that man is talented.
And then on the Raiders,
Did you guys talk about Mooney?
Yeah.
Mooney had like one catch, a big catch last
Nah,
week.
I mean, I don't know. He has a good connection with Fields. I think he had more than one catch.
Really, I do know. Don't start Mooney.
I think. Okay, I don't think you start him. I think you have him on your bench though. Definitely. He's probably not available.
All right, bench advice from Will.
All right.
All right, and then on the Raiders, you have Waller,
Yeah, Waller, Derek Carr.
Carr. If you don't have a
Jacobs
great-
is definitely startable.
Yeah,
Kenyon
you-
Drake is awful. They just
Yeah.
they phase him out of the picture. He's terrible.
and then Ruggs is just still
That was
like,
dude, that was one of the worst contracts ever. Can we talk about that?
Ruggs.
No, Drake. They signed him for so much
Yeah.
money and they don't use him. Like he's not good at football.
Yeah, and then I think Ruggs just continues to ride your bench.
Yeah, he's like that.
He's like
Boring.
he's like
you know
he's
who
like
else read your
pre
bench?
who
The college football legend himself, Hunter Renfrow.
Renfro. Yeah.
Wow.
No,
what a
I
hit.
think
Did you guys see that hit?
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
hit.
that was-
He's a football player.
Ruggs is
It's really
like-
cerebral.
Ruggs is like the pre this season Hollywood Brown, like super speedy, but like just not consistent.
Insane, yeah.
And-
I
yeah.
feel that. But no, Loki Hunter Renfrow, he's a solid flex. If you need like 13, 14 points, he's gotten that every single week for you. He gets
Yeah.
targets. He's a PPR demon.
All right, a big game. Browns and Chargers.
Two good teams for real. So on the Chargers, you have the two receivers, obviously, who you're still starting even after bad weeks. It's Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
I love that offense. I think Herbert.
Jared
I think
Cook
those receivers are
coming
Jared
off a
Cook
great
is coming
week.
off a big week. So if you need a tight end, you have weak tight end room, maybe pick up Jared Cook and start him for this week.
Eckler. Startable.
Yeah,
really
yeah, Eckler had a huge week
Very
last week.
good.
He had the 30, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on the
Herbert and then
Herbert
you
you start. And then on the Browns, you got
Chubb, Hunt, both startable.
Yeah.
One of them is gonna have a big week. It's hard to tell which
Yeah.
one.
and
or both.
Odell.
Yeah,
Well,
Odell
both
was
good, but-
dropping some passes. He had an
Yeah.
easy touchdown.
Yeah,
right?
the
Who
Browns
did?
offense looked worse
Oh,
than
yeah.
out there. Like he was.
Yeah, no,
he was
they
holding it
have
back.
it.
If anything.
The Browns actually fans hate him. And
Yeah.
fans do not like Odell.
It's sad to see how he's falling.
They're looking to trade him.
Yeah.
They are.
I mean, they have to give him one chance.
Says
It was
here.
his first week back from injury. We'll see how it. If
I
he's
swear.
turned around.
No, yeah, our sources have been telling us.
Her
this.
sources.
All right,
Oh, sorry, Jarvis is calling me.
we're missing Marcus, but we got the Cowboys and
Oh.
the Giants.
If only
Shout out
I-
Marcus. Shout out Marcus.
Maybe next week he'll be a little less excited and we'll come on the
He was
podcast.
literally in tears. We thought it wouldn't be responsible to put him on.
All right, so we're going to do a speed round
No,
for
we
this
don't need
one.
that speed. We're good. All right,
Let's
Dallas.
just get these two games.
Okay, Dallas.
Dallas is really good.
They're
Dallas
insane.
is
and they're
really-
too good for fantasy.
Speaking
Yeah.
of
They're
really,
too good for fantasy.
Yes, they legitimately
Speaking of really good, Saquon Barkley.
No, we're talking
Period.
about,
We're
we're
on
talking
the
about Dallas. We're on Dallas.
You have safe.
Let's get this point across. Dallas is so good on offense that they're not even good for fantasy because you don't know. Are they going to run the ball 100 times or are they going to pass to Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb 50 times? Like, you don't know.
I feel like if you have Cooper or CD, I think
you have to
still
rule them
just-
out. You have to rule them out. But
Yeah.
Or are they going to randomly
And if
decide
you
to
have
target
Zeke, you have
Dalton
to roll him out.
Schultz?
It's no question. Like,
And Dalton Schultz is a start for
Yeah.
real.
I mean-
These last 3 weeks he's been really good.
Yeah, no, I think he's a start. I think if you have CD and Amari Cooper, you have to understand like they might have a bad week, they might have a good week.
Yeah.
You have to like,
But you have to start them
You have to
every
start. You
week.
have to
You
start.
have to-
He's going to have 30.
But the thing
it's
is,
the
they're
curse
gonna
of having them.
Yeah.
You either gotta
they're
trade
gonna
them or you
score
gotta
40
live with
points. So
Yeah, they're going to score 40 points some weeks.
and so Dak is an obvious start.
Yeah, Dak. Oh man.
And then what about
Zeke is going dumb. That
Zeke is
Tony
bad.
Pollard talk was just stupid.
I mean, he's good, but he's not.
but he's
the
not
good guy.
Zeke. People
Yeah.
say he was better than Zeke.
And then on the Giants,
You want to talk about your boy?
I mean, there's nothing to talk about. He's back.
Saquon.
He's back.
Saquon's back. Also, Kenny Galladay might
a
be
big
back
week.
too. So.
And Sterling Shepard's
Although
coming back.
Sterling Shepard's great.
Sterling Shepard is
I'm a big fan.
consistent
of Sterling
PPR.
Shepard.
okay, but it should be noted that Galladay had his. I'm actually still starting Galladay in my league, but it should be noted that Shepard and Slayton were both out last week, so he had way more targets. But
Yeah, well,
And,
he-
and
he
Shepard
does
and
get a lot of
Slayton
targets,
have
he just doesn't
Shepard
catch
and
it.
Slayton have taken the majority of the targets.
Yeah, especially Shepard, man. That guy's just
he's really good.
Yeah.
He's a great flex.
He's a
Shepard
great
is a great flex.
great consistent flex right there.
All right, big time West matchup between the 49ers and Cardinals.
The Cardinals are really good.
My
too.
Might be the
boy,
best team in the NFL.
Debo is amazing.
Debo's really good. Yeah.
Debo, right?
And then on the
Trey
Cardinals,
Lance though,
Trey Lance is a
he
pickup.
good?
He's
Is
not
he-
a start, but he's
is
a
he gonna
pickup.
hurt Debo's fantasy value? That's my question.
who knows?
I don't know. I don't think.
What
Trent's-
about-
I don't think Trent's is that good.
What about Ayuk?
No.
No,
I-
droppable.
Okay.
It's not droppable.
And
He's
then-
not starting.
And then the Cardinals
You
are
picked him up
also.
high.
Shut the fuck up.
You picked up Ayuk high, so just keep on for a couple more weeks.
Like I give him 1-2 more weeks. but that
The
guy's
Cardinals.
still unstoppable.
The Cardinals are also sort of a fantasy nightmare.
Yeah, because they're too good.
They have
Yeah.
4
They have-
great wide receivers.
Yeah.
Except their running backs are very consistent, actually.
Yeah.
I think
Connor
Edmonds
has-
is really good.
Connor has like a ridiculous amount of red zone
yeah.
touches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edmonds is really consistent because his
Yeah.
PPR involvement.
I like
and then
I
Kyler.
like Edmonds as a RB2 and Connor
Yeah.
as like a flex RB2.
Agreed.
Agreed.
And then Kyler's a start.
All right.
And then can we talk about the receivers?
But seriously,
Hopkins start.
And then Kirk is and
Look-
Rondell
but
Moore
look
and
to
AJ
pick up Lance
Green.
because
Oh, God, they're just
he
so
runs.
AJ Green. is
Running
good.
is a
He had a big
makes
week.
huge difference.
Lights out.
Yeah. And
Rondell
then
Moore is.
and they also have a good tight end who's been solid this year, Max Williams. I don't know. It's hard for me to say start anyone other than Hopkins, but
Yeah, it's hard to start. I agree.
yeah,
All right. Sunday night, Bills Chiefs.
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
I mean, starts on the Chiefs. Although the Chiefs haven't looked good.
Chiefs have the third worst
Yeah, they
tight
looked good
end
last week. They
defense.
looked real good last week.
And
Offensively,
Dalton,
they're
and
the
Dalton
second
Knox probably looking
Dawson
like
Knox
a
is
top 5 tight end.
Yeah, Dawson Knox is insane.
Yeah,
I love Dawson Knox.
and then Diggs, Josh Allen start.
I think the Chiefs' offense is going to be better and better in terms of fantasy because their defense is terrible, so they have to score like 1 million points.
Yeah.
You start all the startable guys on the
Yeah.
Chiefs. You start Tyreek, you
Hill.
start Hill.
Kelsey, obviously.
Yep.
CH.
Mahomes.
CH is getting
Oh,
better and better.
CH. Yeah,
He's
2
getting
big
better and
weeks. 2 consecutive big weeks.
Yeah.
And then Monday night.
Yeah. Monday night.
Cover all
We got
Yeah,
the
yes.
Monday night.
Oh, Singletary.
we didn't cover all the Bills.
Oh, yeah.
games.
Oh, Zach Moss has been doing
Yeah,
good.
Zach
Singletary
Moss
is
has been
like a bye week filler.
I think
running
Zach
back.
Moss is a solid. I think you can roll him out as RB2.
Yeah.
He gets
you could.
he gets a ton of touchdowns.
Yeah, you can, Dylan.
You can,
Yep.
Dylan.
I disagree with that take, but they might be right. I don't know.
Well, he's like he was
Red
a
zone
rookie last
beast.
year, so
Yeah.
he's developing into the player they wanted.
And they give him
and
a
he's good.
million touches in the red zone.
And the
And
Monday
then-
night we got
Colts, Ravens.
Yeah.
So you got your
Yeah.
normal suspects from the Ravens now, which is Hollywood and Lamar Jackson.
Sammy
Mark
Watkins
Andrews.
keeps putting up 9 and 10 every single week. It's
9
quite
and 10
impressive.
is-
It's quite impressive.
I wouldn't start Sammy.
I wouldn't start him.
I wouldn't
But
even. I don't even
again,
think you need him on
when
your
bye
bench.
weeks start to come up, he could
Yeah.
be a
If
put.
he's on the waivers, leave him on the waivers.
No.
I
on the other
disagree.
side. You got the Colts and Pittman is like
Nah.
Pittman.
What do you,
he's
I
good. He's
haven't
pretty
been
good.
following him.
Jonathan Taylor, very disappointing. He's not getting as many touches as like he had a good week last week, but he's bailed by a touchdown.
Trade for him. He's,
He's
gonna
not
be
getting
great.
No. Naheem Hines is stealing
Do you think it's
all
a
of the
problem
catch.
how inconsistent we are with our
No, I mean, it's a debate.
like do you think our viewers are like, yep, I trust
don't know.
Will more than Dylan?
well, they have to.
They don't.
After all these years of listening to us, like they should have figured that out by now. Drop in the comments
I already had the Gainwell pick.
whether you trust Will or Dylan.
People,
if we find a way to enable the comments, that is. Yeah. All right. So that concludes this week's setup for for fantasy football.
Yep.
Take our advice as always, and we will see you.
And-
Have a good
week,
wait,
as usual.
How many whatevers for
Face
face
reveal.
face
We have
reveal?
lowered it to 5 views. 5 views, and we will do a face reveal.
Yes. In the comments, drop your favorite host in the comments.
Assuming your name.
We just need some activity in the comments, please.
Again, the names are
Not that we're desperate, but we really need it. All right. See you guys next week.